Hello all, and welcome to my 11th water review for YouTube. I hope you're all doing well today. Today is Friday, April the 13th of 2018. Happy Friday the 13th. And today's water review is going to be a little different than my normal water reviews. This is because I will be doing a small rant at the end of the video about this particular water and why I don't think it should be considered a water and why you should not consider buying it. So, without further ado, for my 11th water review, I will be reviewing Qcumber Water. Now, the Qcumber Water Company is based out of Shrewsbury, England. However, their water source is in Radnorshire, Wales, the first Welsh/English water I have reviewed on the channel. Also, this is not just any water, it is a sparkling flavored water. The flavor is cucumber, hence the name, and the cucumber flavor is actually sourced from a cucumber distillate, not the cucumber itself. On the Qcumber Water website, I was first brought to a scam website, the kind of websites that try and take your information and put viruses on your computer. Once I finally got on the website, I noticed that they had cocktail recipes, as well as a small sentence that said, "This is an innovation in the adult beverage industry." That was sort of interesting, seeing as this is considered a water, and they mentioned that it is a water on the bottle. There wasn't a whole lot more on the website. They had a small bit about their source, no mention of any social responsibility initiatives, and they mentioned that they came up with this idea while drinking gin on their back porch. So that should tell you all you need to know about this water. Moving on to bottle materials and design. This is a glass bottle. This is the 330 ml size. There's also a 750 milliliter size. And there's also a metal cap at the top with a Q. It's also kind of cool that it's in green. Glass, as you may know, is not my favorite. Also, metal caps tend to have an issue with bending, but it's still better than the crinkly thin plastic that some waters come in. Also, not my favorite, but still very good, is the label. It isn't printed on to the glass as some waters are, like Voss, but it is completely glued on, not just glued on in one place and then kind of wrinkly, but it is completely glued on and very nicely flush with the bottle. The label is also quite simple. There's a cucumber right here. It also has the Qcumber name with the capital Q, and then there's a small description here written in 4 different fonts. What does it say? It says a refreshing blend of natural cucumber and gently sparkling spring water. Now they have the regular white font, then they also have another different white font, a different green font, and then another different white font in cursive. On the back, you will see, surprisingly, there is an ingredients list, not something you tend to see on water. Also, there is a nutritional facts label. No mineral content table, which was kind of disappointing, but that is okay. Moving on to tastes and smells. Cracking this open, you can hear the fizzing. And then we will pour it in. You can see it is gently sparkling. Now, right off the bat, you do get a very strong cucumber note. I'm hoping this comes out in the taste as well. I'm also getting kind of a sour note, almost like a sour yogurty smell, which is kind of odd. And then I'm also getting a slight fruit note, which again is very odd since this is a cucumber water, not a fruit flavored water. onto the taste. It is gently sparkling, as they mentioned, but is extremely sweet. And the cucumber flavor, unlike the strong cucumber smell, is not very strong. It's actually quite overpowered by a kind of fruity bubblegum flavor, which is very odd. Yeah, it's just extremely sweet and fruity. Slight cucumber flavor, slight, but very slight. So, moving on to my final score for Qcumber Water. In terms of company interestingness, they're not terribly interesting. It's cool that they're based out of England with a source in Wales. It's the first one I've seen. But their company backstory and their lack of social responsibility incentives only gets them a 1 out of 2.5 points in this category. In bottle design and materials, it is quite a nice bottle. The metal is nice to see, and the glass as well. But it's small, it's got this not very nice label, and it's not very portable, as most glass bottles have that issue. It's not terrible, and therefore it gets a 1.5 out of 2.5 for this category. Taste and value is where my rant begins. If you look at the ingredients list and nutritional label I mentioned previously, you will see two ingredients that you tend to not see in water. There is beet sugar and citric acid. I do not believe that water should contain added sugar. I understand it's a flavored water, but most flavored waters do not contain nearly as much sugar as this does, and usually the sugar comes from the flavoring, it's not an added flavor. For example, Glaceau, the makers of Smart Water, just came out with a new fruit water, flavored water, and in a full liter bottle of that there's 12 grams of sugar. And it comes from the fruit juice that is added. This is added sugar. How much added sugar? Well, if you look at the nutritional label on the back, it says that there is 16 grams of sugar per 125 mils, meaning that this 330 milliliter bottle contains over 42 grams of sugar in what is marketed as a water. Now, to put this into perspective, a 12 ounce can of Coke contains 39 grams of sugar, according to Coca-Cola's website. Also, on Coca-Cola's website, in the ingredients for Coca-Cola, they also mention citric acid because it's a soda. They add it to create the tart flavor. Now, I did not find this in the soda aisle. I also didn't find it in the cocktail mixer aisle, like they like to market it on their website as a cocktail mixer. I found it mixed with Evian and Flow water and Icelandic water, in with all the waters which contain no sugar and no citric acid. So, why is this there? I'm not sure. They market it as a cocktail mixer, but then they don't mention that it's a cocktail mixer anywhere on the bottle. They mention that it's spring water. This is extremely deceiving, and personally, I think it should be moved or removed from the shelves completely. It's ridiculous, and it tricks people into thinking that this is healthier because it's water. It should be in with the sodas or in with the cocktail mixers. Another problem I have with this water is the price. This 330 milliliter bottle was $4. $4. That's more than a bottle of Voss water, a full liter bottle of Voss water. And it's not as reusable as a Voss water bottle because the cap is just going to get broken and dented and you aren't going to be able to use it. You can't take it anywhere. The 750 milliliter bottle is a laughable $7. So, $7 for a water makes no sense. $7 for a cocktail mixer that you pour sparingly into your drinks makes more sense. Yet, this is in the water section next to Voss. So, putting these all in mind, I am giving the taste score a 0.5 out of 4. It does have a slight cucumber taste, but it is completely overpowered by a fruit flavor. Also, this is a soda, not a water. Secondly, for $4 or $7 for a 750 milliliter bottle, it makes no sense to buy on even a semi-regular basis because it'll run you bankrupt. Not even as a soda does this make sense. So, in terms of value, it gets a 0. The final score, all tallied up for Qcumber Water, gets a 3 out of 10. I believe that it's outrageous that they even consider this a water and that they don't market it. They market it as a mixer on their website, but then put it in with the regular waters and flavored waters, which again kind of makes sense. But it should be put in the soda aisle or the cocktail mixers aisle. So, I hope you enjoyed my 11th water review. Next week, we'll be going back to regular scheduled programming. I hope you enjoyed my small rant, and please never buy this water. Anyways, I hope you all have a good Friday the 13th, and I will see you next Friday for my 12th water review. Thank you.